Hi. Um, I'm trying not to be too terribly loud. Sam is in fact asleep, and I'm in my room, obviously. Um, I'm still, I am still in the grieving process, as the grieving process has been extended. Um, like I said, my friend passed away last month, and this previous Monday, his ex-husband um, killed himself. So, um, yeah, the grief has been extended. Um, I'm going to the ex-husband. His name is Mark, by the way. I'm going to Mark's viewing tomorrow. Well, actually later today now, but I've never been one for viewings. I've been to one, and it was my grandmother's viewing, and I was very close to her, and um, it was awkward, and I did not particularly enjoy myself, obviously. Um, I don't like viewings because they the way that they present the body there is really bad. I mean, there are some amazing morticians out there, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just because, we know the person, but you can really tell that they've done something to them. It's very obvious, and um, especially in a case like this, I said he committed suicide. So they're doing a little bit of restoration work on him, and it's like I don't I don't want to have to sit there and go, oh yeah, look at they fixed that. No, I don't. No, I don't like them because I like to remember the person how I last saw them before they died. And albeit I last saw Mark at the funeral for Logan, still better than dead. um, yeah, that's that. So anyway, I'm not really looking forward to that. I said he was his ex-husband, so but he was still very close to the family. Logan's mom um, uh, was very close to him and loved him very dearly. And I'm going with his mom tomorrow and his sister, Logan's mom and sister, by the way. And we're gonna go to the viewing together. And I guess, and it's better that way. Really, I'd rather go with somebody like that than by myself. Because, albeit I knew Mark, I didn't know him as well as I knew Logan. And um, a lot of the people that are going to be there were not my friends as much as they were his friends. So it's just kind of an awkward thing, I guess. Uh, so yeah, that's that. Well, I got nothing. Like I said, the grieving process has definitely been extended, and it really sucks because I was never really taught how to grieve. And even when my grandmother passed away, the first death I ever experienced in the family was my great grandmother. She died when I was younger, and I liked her a lot. My great grandma was very cool, and I've become more increasingly aware that I was one of the few people of my generation that actually knew their great grandmother. Um, well, Sam might be awake. Um, no, I experienced that death, and that was hard, kind of. I found it, the only time I really cried was when I was asked to say a few words at the dinner table afterwards, at the wake, basically. I was asked to say a few words and give a toast, and that was really the only time I cried. It's very strange. But the thing was is that she was very old, and she was in her 80s, and we kind of expected her to go at any time, and I was taught about death at a young age, so I knew that yeah, people die. My grandmother, same thing. She was 70 something, mid 70s, and and she was very sick, and we all knew it. We all knew that eventually, yeah, she's gonna go, and unfortunately, she was the glue for our family. Damn it. she was the cornerstone for our whole family. She kept us all together. Of course, when she died, the whole family fell apart, and that was harder than her actually dying. Was now we didn't have any family because nobody wanted to be around each other anymore. I don't know exactly how that works, but whatever. So yeah, that happened. After that, well, in between my great-grandmother and my grandmother dying, my great-grandfather also passed away. It wasn't too long after my grandmother had passed away. And, yeah. And he had really bad Alzheimer's. So he was already gone before he died. I mean, he didn't know who anybody was. He was in a home, that kind of thing. It was very sad. My mom's real father, my grandfather, who ironically enough used to live up the street from where I live now. Oh, very cool guy. I remember him. He had he had so many open heart surgeries and had a triple bypass done, and they ended up taking out the bone right here, your sternum. He ended up taking that out because it wouldn't heal right because they have to break it when they go in there. It wouldn't heal right anymore, so eventually just took it out. So when he got older and he didn't have that bone anymore, he would upset the children and the parents even by moving his shoulder back, and he could pop his heart up and out of the hole that was in his chest. Very weird, and you could actually see his heart beating underneath the skin. It was really creepy, but very entertaining. Yeah, so those are the deaths I've experienced in my life, and now with my best friend, and I also had earlier this year, a friend of mine passed away. My friend Debbie. She was my best friend when I was a little girl. Like 4th grade little girl. And I hadn't talked to her in years, and I found her on Facebook and started talking to her, and I got like 2 or 3 messages out of her, and then I found out she died in some horrible tragedy. She was shot by her ex-boyfriend. It was a very horrible mess, and I was really saddened by that because I just started to talk to her again, and reconnect with her, and I mean, she was really, like, seriously my best friend in the whole world. It was really, we were very, very, very close, and but yeah, so I've had 3 deaths this year, and they say that they come in threes. So I'm done now. I don't need any more. Nobody else is allowed to die for like 10 years. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, not really knowing how to deal with the grieving process, even though I've experienced it before. For some reason, I don't know if it's just my age or my situation or what, but when these 2 particular friends have died, I'm hardened to grief. And I mean, I'm remarkably depressed, and I'm just, I don't want to do a damn thing. The only reason I'm in any kind of halfway decent mood right now is because I actually got to get out of the house for a couple hours today. I went to go pick up my dad from work, and he works in Signal Hill, Long Beach, and that's about 2 hours from me. So 4-hour round trip, and we went out there to go get him, had dinner, and it was really nice, and it was good to be out of the house, even though a lot of it was on the freeway. It was good to be out of the house for a while. So, yeah, that's the only reason I feel any kind of decent right now. I've been pretty much cooped in my house, and, not really talking to a whole lot of people. Except for my sister. Anyway. So yeah, that's that. I just thought I'd let everybody know I'm still alive. And this is what I'm going through right now. I'll post another message soon, hopefully.